What do you think about that when it comes to like you entering this mentorship space yourself?
Man, it's critical because, like I said, there's no resume or anything like that. So it's about your network.
Mm-hmm.
And then with an individual like me, I've been in the game 10 years. I've seen a lot of things. So different states are going to have different materials. It's going to be, property is going to be built different. You're going to have different laws, different codes. You're not going to know all of that. And then the network that I bring to you is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So the deployments, I'm going to know about the deployments before the general public does.
Mm.
So it's like, I might not be willing to go to California, but I could put you on to California.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So another thing about field adjusting too, when I first got in the industry, I'm like, okay, this is cool, but I don't really want to travel that much. So for the past almost 5 years, I've been working at home, which is unheard of in this industry. So it's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm making a lot of money, but I'm on the road, I'm missing this, I'm missing that, which is cool because you get to travel, you see the world. But I'm like, if I could do this at home, that's where it's at. And so, field adjusters that are in the industry, they know the money is real. I ain't trying to convince them of that. But it's like, how's he working from home? So that's what I show people, how to streamline, the claims process and how to utilize and maximize each claim and make sure that you're treating people right. Because what people don't understand is most of the time, their home is their biggest investment. So you got to treat people right. And at the same time, I'm going to get you paid and I'm going to get paid too.
Nah, facts, no cap. Like people understand, like niggas know what's up. And when you said you was working from home, I'm thinking like you creating this whole field adjuster industry, like business, right? Because I'm thinking if you get the deployments, right, and I bring on 10 mentees, right, they always hungry like I was. Like, and when I first started, I would go outside and do them deployments, right? I would do that. Now I'm getting old, I got family, I don't want to do that no more. But if I can get 10 people that get certified in being a field adjuster, when I get them, I can have them go out, I can sit at my crib, they make the bread, we do a percentage type split, things like that. And now I got 50 people doing different jobs and I'm just chilling at the crib. That's what I was thinking.
Right, I mean, cool, but look, I ain't even gonna bust you over the head like that. I'm gonna let you eat off. Whatever deployments you take, that's all you.
Okay.
I just want to see everybody win at this point. I've been getting money a long time. So at this point, I really want to just kind of love on the people like my mentor taught me. And the deployment, that's on you. But what people need to understand, like California, what if you were in the community and you like, you know what, I'm willing to go to California. You willing to go to California? Jay, you want to go to California? Bet we going to get an Airbnb. We going to split it in half. Now we got a network in here. We working claims. We just all get money. Boom. You just running it up.
So wait. So you because I'm trying to make it make sense. I get my certification, right? I get with you, right? Hollywood. You got me a certification. I got everything I need, right? So I just go to LA or California and then I call the insurance companies or...
No. So what you're going to do is...
Break it down to me. Give me
okay, so what we're going to do is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your license. You're going to take the 40-hour course, right? Boom. You get the 40-hour course. I've had, one of my mentees, he did the 40-hour course in 3 weeks. He finished it in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Now, he was unemployed at the time, disclosure.
Okay.
But so he was...
put that work in.
Yeah, he put that work in, though.
Okay.
So he got deployed. I mean, not got deployed. He finished the course in 3 weeks. Then at that point, you're trying to get... I'm going to show you how the best way to do it, which is getting State Farm certified. Because working for State Farm is one of the hardest insurance companies because they one of the biggest. But if you get State Farm certified and you could work with State Farm, all the other insurance companies going to take you.
Because they know that.
Because they know it's the standard.
Okay.
So boom, I'm going to show you how to get State Farm certified. Then I'm going to show you the licenses that you should get, saying the states that you should get licensed in. The southern states, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, California, things like that. So like these are things, disasters happen all the time, unfortunately, but it's true. So you're going to get those. Then at that point, you just waiting on the disaster to happen. And they're going to call you.
So they just call you off the rip?
Bro, I just turned down a job yesterday.
Wow.
Like I said, right now in Chicago, it's -17. So right now, I'm probably missing some money. I probably could have made about 3 bands today.
Why you turn it down, though?
I mean, because I need to get the message out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. And I know that storm season is going to come. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm going to make money regardless. But right now, like I said, it's really been on my heart to really teach people this, you know what I'm saying? And really show individuals that you can make money in a field that you didn't even know existed. You know what I'm saying? And it's always recession proof. It's always going to be bad weather. It's always going to be catastrophes. It's cold now. So somebody's pipes are freezing. Somebody's roof is thawing out. You know what I'm saying? So it's money to be made. So it's like I can pause on me making some money right now. I'm gonna get to the bag. Don't get it confused. Because also with this, you're making a large sum of money. I'm also investing this money. So, because also what I learned too is when I was driving trucks, I was kind of making a lot of money under the table, but I couldn't buy nothing because I didn't have no money on paper. So now I'm making money on paper. Now I'm unstoppable. I got A1 credit. I'm showing you how to do that. I'm showing you how to funnel the money, and you off for 6 months. 9 times out of, you only work in 6 months. You off another 6 months. What you doing? So let me show you what to do with the money. So there's an exit strategy because eventually you're gonna get old. But again, there's field adjusters 50, 60 years old. Still doing it.
I told you I would do it when I was 70. I just told you, I believe you.
I mean, yeah, and you can always go management. You could just, you ain't even got to go in the field. You can oversee. And there's so many different type of adjusters too. So a field adjuster is just what I do. You could be a desk adjuster, meaning you don't even go to the field. You just work from the desk. You make the call, and then when it's like some field work to be done, you'll call somebody like me, like, hey, Nick, go to the field and send me some pictures.
But you got to get hired from the insurance company.
Same concept, though. You still going to get licensed. You still going to be an independent field adjuster.
Oh, wow. But
you just not going in the field. So a lot of times women feel like that's a better angle for them because they don't want to be, they don't want to do the physical aspect. But there's women in the industry too.
But wait, hold up, bro. Hold up. It gotta, like, this shit sound too good to be true.
It's crazy.
So I think of like, all right, insurance people.
Okay.
Like you get paid off of your clients, how many people you get, right? But getting into insurance ain't just like, they tell you, man, I make a lot of money in insurance. Man, you get in insurance, you been that motherfucker 6 months, you ain't make no dollar, you ain't make no money. So that's what it sound like.
So that's what I'm saying. It's different because, again, remember I told you I'm an independent field adjuster. It's different if you were a staff adjuster. That means if you went to like State Farm and you work directly with State Farm or Allstate or USAA, you work directly with them. And you doing the same thing I'm doing, but you're not making as much money as me. You get what I'm saying? Because you work, but you have like maybe benefits. They'll maybe provide you a car, but you can keep your car, you keep your benefits. Give me the bag.
So what a struggle at? It gotta be a hard time down seeing something.
It's insurance, so it's not exciting. You know what I'm saying? You're learning policies, but at the same time, it's so much that you're learning because think about this. Now you can teach your friends like, hey, did you read your policy? Or say you want to get into property. Now you can do your own inspections. You see what I'm saying? So now you could check out a crib and say, hey, you know what? This got foundation damage. It need a roof. It's got water damage. How do you know? Man, I know I'm a field adjuster, so I see it has water damage here. So now it teaches you, it's a skill set that, man, is the sky's the limit in this industry.
That sounds like another bag. So
another bag.
You can expect other people's homes too? Like you can promote that type shit? Like,
yeah. So when my friends be like, hey, Nick, should I file a claim? I'll be like, let me check it out. Or if I don't know you, give me $350. I'll come check it out.
That's what I'm thinking. You like, let me check it out. I'm like, nigga, I do adjustments, 200 a pop. Nigga, everybody buying houses nowadays.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you the truth because I ain't got no skin in the game. You see what I'm saying? So I'll come check out your crib.
So I need to know more, bro. How hard is it to get your first one, your first deployment, your first job, your first gig?
It all depends on what's going on in the world. But honestly, it's always devastation. Like right now, it's always the perfect opportunity. And I tell people, like, don't wait. Jump on it because get in it. Get the ball rolling, and you'll be surprised. And like I said, even on accident, my first deployment, that West Virginia, I made 108 to 106, something like that. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. You see what I'm saying? So this is what happens in this industry. A lot has changed since then, but at this point, it's always devastation, and not that many people know about it. So they need bodies.
Okay.
They need bodies. Just getting the certification and getting the license, it's one of those type of things. That's just so you can get the job. Now, once you got the job, now you're going to actually learn how to do the job. And that's where I come in.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
All right, so wait. So how long did it actually take you to learn the job?
To be honest, if somebody's trying to like coach you or mentor you.
Nah, without that. I was minus coaching and mentor. Like how long did it take you without no coaching, no mentor?
It all depends on how many deployments you take. You know what I'm saying? So you could be in the game 2 years, but you only went one place or two places. A person that was in the game 2 years, but he went 5 places, he might have a little bit more experience than you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so you don't have to learn it before you go on a deployment.
You're gonna learn it on you just getting the licenses and the certification. You're gonna learn in the field.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you walk up to the house, you're like, I don't know what to do. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't have a mentor. When I got into the industry, I'm like, I don't even really know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I had no construction background, so I had to learn all of that. You know what I'm saying? That was tough. So not only did I have to learn insurance, I had to learn construction. I had to learn, how to write an estimate. I had to learn, I kind of had customer service and,
How did you know? But I'm thinking if it's independent, how did you know that you had to learn this? I'm assuming from the school. The class told you that this is
so
what you
the
gotta
firms
do.
that you work with, you're going to have a manager.
Okay.
They're not just going to just throw you out there.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
You're still going to have a manager, but the workload that they're going to put on you, they're going to expect you to it's one of those jobs where it's kind of like learn by yourself. So another thing that you need to understand too, is not like one of those type of industries where it's like, okay, today we're going to learn the system. Then tomorrow we're going to learn customer service. And then we're going to learn in the field inspection. No. You need to know all of it right away. So you got to learn the system. You got to learn how to do an inspection. You got to learn how to identify damage. You got to learn how to write an estimate. Then you got to learn how to cut the check, depending on the insurance company. You see what I'm saying? As you're still, you still in it. Because when I come to your house, you like, Jay, hey, Nick, you think I'm a professional. You don't know I just started.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing that people don't understand. It can get overwhelming, but I don't want to deter people from that, because it's like, it's going to be a learning curve with anything. You might as well make a bag and learn something, and nobody can take this skill set away from you. You feel me? So that's why it's so interesting. And then it's like, okay, you worked hard for 6 months. Cool. You off for 6 months. Now you can woosah. Or if you want to, and you really want to get in your bag, because I did it, I worked all year round just so I could actually learn. You know what I'm saying? So I did large loss fires. I did, ground zero. So total losses. Wind and hail, frozen pipes, backup sewer and drain. That's like when the water comes up through a drain. So this is different than FEMA too, because FEMA is flood. So that's surface water. That's different. So if you get flooding, that's not insurance. That's FEMA. So people need to understand that too. So those are that's different. So I did all this because I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I want to be the best at it. That's just the type of person I am.
So when you say you worked all year round, because I hear you keep saying 6 months, but then you're like, I worked all year round trying to get the bag when I wanted to learn. Is it like all right, my phone is on, I'm available type thing? Or
so they'll call you and say, hey, I got a deployment in Ohio. You want it? And then you'll say yes or no. Okay,
so during your off season was the season that you specifically said you wanted off. So anytime somebody called you, said no.
Yeah, for the most part. Because at that particular time, that year, it was kind of slow.
Okay.
So I was able to kind of do that. But the year that I went to work all year round, I was still traveling. So it was like, yeah, it might be slow in Illinois, but hey, in North Carolina, we got a deployment. I'll take it.
Okay. So these people call you from all around the world, like all around the country, just every day? You got to put your name on the list or something?
Remember, you register with the firms.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to register with all the firms. So once you register with all the firms, all you do is just sit back and wait and say, yeah, I go to Cali. I go to Ohio.
Okay. All right, let me ask you, first of all, how much are you charging for your mentorship?
The mentorship? Man,
how much is it, man? Tell us the people. They want to know.
I don't want to deter nobody. But
I mean, if nigga want to get to this money, man, he can't say, don't say it.
You know what? This is what I do. This is what I do for you since I'm on the show. You know what I'm saying? For your people, I'll hold a free webinar. And at that webinar, I will give them all the sauce and explain everything. And if they feel that they really want to lock in, and then I'll give them a special rate.
Okay.
And at the free webinar, I'll break it all down too.
Okay. I asked that because, all right, again, I'm going to go back to my experience. When I did the Scrum certification, where I think it was like $2,500, right? And I'm like, at the time, I didn't have $2,500. I could have had it because I got it. And I'll never forget talking to my homie who was in tech. And like I was having some problems with my girl at the time. And he was like, man, listen, I make 6 figures right now and it's still hard. Like the conversation was basically like, man, you gotta get to this money. Like you always gonna have issues in your relationship because niggas gotta get to this money. You feel me? Like that's just what people see. That's what the world see. And I'll never forget that conversation. And after that conversation, that was my time to be like, you know what? I'm gonna get this 2,500. I'm gonna do this certification and I'm gonna get this job. And that shit changed my life. That's why I asked you, because it's like, I'm wondering like, what was your determining factor that was like, nah, I need to do this. Fuck everything else.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like to really change somebody's, like to help somebody in life, you have to be able to change their financial status. You know what I'm saying? And if I could really help you change your financial status, that's really what's driving me right now. Like money's good, but at the end of the day, what I charge you, $2K, $5K, if you can make that back in a week, what does that matter? You see what I'm saying? The value is there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, no matter what, if you follow the steps, if you do what I'm telling you to do, you're gonna make the money. Point blank, period. It's there. You turn on the news every day, you're gonna see bad weather. So you know what I'm talking about is real. You just don't know how to do it.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Now that we having this conversation, Donald Trump just I think he just signed some documentation, the executive order to make federal people go back into office. So now they making most of these people go back into office, right? A lot of people don't want to go back into office. So the opportunity is there because now it's like you either go back into office, you can get this, you know what I'm saying? This certification, and now you're working on your own for 6 months. So like, it's opportunity there.
You know, like I said, I got degrees. You know, I got a bachelor's degree, I got an associate degree. So for an individual that's young and they like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm not saying college is a bad idea at all. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, for a certification, I just told you to get certified is like $200 probably right now, and you're gonna make 6 figures. You ain't got no debt. It's like a no-brainer, and you getting a skill set that most people don't even have. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's just so many different levels to it.
I'll do you one better for people that's mid-age, right? And like you probably had these big-ass dreams and you thought you was gonna be somewhere and you ain't, and you trying to figure out how the fuck you about to get your next dollar, how the fuck you about to get this your food on your table, because I done been there. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like before I did that certification, bro, before I moved to Atlanta, like a lot of people gonna make fun of you, tell you what you should and shouldn't do. Man, these niggas can kiss my ass. I'm dead ass. Like, bro, man, invest in your education. Self-investment is the best investment. You feel me? Like,
facts.
You feel me? Like, you really trying to run a bag up, just holler at my man. See, just give it a try, bro, because I don't know how much it is. I'm trying to figure out, even if it's 5 bands, that shit ain't nothing compared to like what you can do, bro. I'm just being real, and I ain't even do no field adjustment shit. I'm saying from my experience, so this shit sound cool, and niggas just definitely
bro. If somebody's just trying to learn, I got an ebook for the low. It breaks everything down for you too. So that right there will give you some sauce, and that'll let you know if you really want to go further in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But anybody could do it, all age groups, all nationalities. And, you know, I just want to show other nationalities that we are out here, we are doing it, and you could do it too. You know what I'm saying? Women too. And it's crazy.
That's some real
You know
shit,
what I'm saying?
bro.
And it's like a lot of people that, you know, they have kids or they may be young and they don't know what to do with their kids. This is an industry this is not a trade that can really change their life. Like I said, this is life-changing money. It changed my life for real. And everybody that I've told about this before I, started a mentor program and things like that, everybody's like, man, Nick, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you changed my life. Like, you helped me, get a home. I was able to buy a car. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to take care of my kids and my family. Like, and I don't have to worry about, like, am I going to be able to go back to work? Yeah, you might be down a couple months, but you're going to always find some work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just having that off your back, and it's like, man, if you keep your expenses kind of low, when you going to run through this kind of money?
No,
and if you need more money, just work a little harder. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's all about the hustle. If you want to make more money, work a little harder. Like I said, I made 16 racks in 1 week.